Hello, I'm Arnez, and this is 404 Site, a game developed by a group of students who come together as a team known as Retro Yeti Games. The game is developed in the Unreal Engine as a sort of first/third-person platforming parkour game, which I love. All of those words combined, I should just add. And it sort of tries to center on the fact of the idea of how net neutrality is an awful and terrible thing, and we shouldn't be restricted when we're online, because I'm pretty sure you don't want your ISP blocking websites just because one reason or another. It's not very nice, and also it kind of defeats the point of free speech and all that malarkey. So this is why they've got a nice little quote: if net neutrality goes away, it will fundamentally change everything about the internet. And he's not wrong. He's technically not wrong. So Now let's actually get to the point of why I'm here, to play the game. A wonderful message in the game is nice and everything, but gameplay is generally the #1 reason for people to play games. Okay, so I've beaten the game twice with mouse and keyboard. I want to see how it plays with a controller, so I'm going to give it a go. So we got switch to first person, speed boost, jump, ping, reset to checkpoint, roll, and jump, and right, let's just play. Right, so the game is pretty heavily inspired by Mirror's Edge, as you may have been able to tell by the fact it's parkour and the fact that the world is simple in color and basically in general. The game is pretty simple in terms of look and feel and design, and it's rather nice. It's got a nice bit of aesthetic to it. It's nice and simple. It doesn't distract the player, and also you have this wonderful thing called a ping ability, which you'll actually get to see how useful that is in a minute. Also, the #1 thing I liked, you can go first person mode, and it isn't just we've moved the camera to the character's shoulders and then you just run. You get, and it would feel like that if you did, and it wouldn't be as fun. It would not be as fun. But now they've actually put in the effort in to like actually animate the model so you actually look like you're running in first person mode, and it just looks and feels awesome. And it feels great in first person mode. Although I have one problem with first person mode, as you may discover at some point in the future. But for now, I'd like to just sort of demonstrate sort of the relative gameplay of the game. I'm going to be playing in first person most of the time, just because it is so much cooler to be in first person mode. So this is what you'll be doing for the entire game. You'll be running around, you'll be jumping, you'll be running around, you'll be avoiding obstacles, and you'll be aiming for these things that you'll see in a minute. These launch pads you can only see in ping mode. Now, ping mode is a very important thing, because if you don't have it... Okay, not that. Okay, so if you don't have ping mode on, you're not affected by 3 different things. You have the launch pads. Press X to roll on landing. Yeah, okay, now, this may be a way for me to actually demonstrate why having first-person mode is a bit difficult at times. So, as you can see, the roll, super smooth and awesome in third person. In first person, kind of a little bit jarring. Okay, wrong button, again. Also, that same thing happens when you bounce on bounce pads sometimes, and you sort of do an incredible flip, and the incredible flip is so complicated you completely lose where you are, and it's a little different. Okay, now back to what I was saying. With ping on, you can see 3 things: the jump pad, the fast lane, which is this green stuff which makes you run fast and fills up your bandwidth, which is just your health bar, and you'll have a slow lane in a minute, which is red, which will slow you down and bring down your bandwidth. Speed boost uses bandwidth. Keep an eye on it. So basically, whenever I do this, I'll be using bandwidth. So you get the gist. Basically, slow lanes ahead. Yeah, that is the #1 reason why first person mode is both cool and a little bit jarring, because sometimes you sort of bounce off and you want to just keep on running, but then your camera's kind of in the wrong place and you run forward and you kind of fall off and die. That's happened to me a couple of times. Slow lanes kill your bandwidth. Yeah, and these are the other things that appear with ping on. If I turn ping off, everything disappears, and then, you know, everything's nice and normal and fun and lovely. Let's just skip that. Or not skip that. Okay, let's run. Okay. What the fuck? Oh, there are drills. Forgot about them. The drill buggers, as I call them. Look out for inhibitors. Turn off your ping. Turn off your ping, they won't affect you. Use your speed boost to destroy it. Oh shit, get out of the red stuff. And then you just speed through and they get destroyed. And there's a tutorial. And now I'm actually going to play the game because that's kind of the point. So, the game, graphically, is pretty simple. But in terms of, like, finesse and gameplay, is incredibly fun. Plus, if you have a thing for achievements, okay, every time. That always surprised me a little bit. Wrong button. Also, if you have a thing for achievements, I've got a 100% achievement guide up on the Steam guides thing. Just a small plug there. Just, you know, ignore me. Ignore me. Don't worry about me. Yeah, so the achievements are fairly easy. So if you're the kind of guy who likes to actually 100% a game, then this is one of them. A nice little extra. But I've beaten this game twice. And I still find it incredibly fun. It's still a really fun game to play because it sort of tests your reactions, and parkour is absolutely awesome. It does have some frame rate issues from time to time. Yeah, as you should probably well know by now, parkour is absolutely incredible and fun and amazing and looks absolutely incredible. It's the same reason why I fell in love with the Assassin's Creed games before they released Assassin's Creed 3, which was not a very good game, I'd just like to point out. I couldn't stand Assassin's Creed 3 in the slightest. Yeah, okay. I've never seen it load before, actually, weirdly enough. I've never seen it have that kind of problem. The game's looking a little weird now, and it's a bit framey. The game may need some optimization from time to time. I don't know why pausing makes me feel like it would fix the problem. Okay. Yeah. The game can have a couple of frame rate jits from time to time, as it still doesn't feel all that fluid. But when it... Oh my goodness. If you have, like, any form of motion sickness, I would probably be a little bit careful around this game. At least in first-person mode. In third person, I get the feeling you won't have a problem at all. But in first person, that is seriously going to shock the shit out of you. I just like to demonstrate. I'm not a person that suffers from motion sickness. I'm just saying if you are, wrong button. No, I'm not saying wrong button. I'm just saying it could affect you in one way or another. As you may have already seen. Yeah, the game, like I said, the game, I really could do with some optimization, I think. Because it kind of has some framey issues from time to time. It could just be the recording software, but I have seen it do frame rate drops while I'm just playing without recording, so the game does have a couple of, you know, optimization things, but you can see how fluid the game is playing now that the problem is fixed. It's just when it spawns in a bunch of these inhibitors, the game kind of freaks out a little bit. It's like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? But in general, though, the game is incredibly fluid. The music is great, and just in general, it's really fun to play, whether you play in first or third person. I played it in both perspectives for the entire game. I did one playthrough of first person, and I did a second of third, and they were still fun as hell. It was still super fun to play, plus, it's sort of like, it's timed, basically, as you can see by the giant fact. It says time here. Turn that off for the bad stuff. Yeah, so basically, this game is kind of speedrunners galore. And I can only imagine how quickly people will pick this up as a game for speedrunners. I'm not going to because I do not have the patience for speed. Ah, shit, I'm dead. Yeah, so if you run out of bandwidth, you die, as you may have just seen, and you may have probably imagined. But yeah. The game is fast, it's fluid most of the time. It's actually really hard to get lost. The game does a really good job of explaining where you need to go a lot of the time. And I think I only got lost twice. And that was because I kind of looped around and then went back in the same direction I was already going. Also, the game will tell you if you've beaten your previous best score. It will say blah 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 best time. So, if you're one of those guys that really likes to be sort of competitive, well, this is another one of those. Okay, that was a weird frame drop there. This is one of those games where you actually get the chance to be, you know, ready and roll. Or don't roll. I'm not entirely sure what the point of rolling is. I'm not sure if it increases your... Holy shit. Okay, I have no idea what happened, but it was amazing. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if rolling really does much, other than it looks bloody cool. But in first-person mode, it never seems necessary. In third person, it looks fucking awesome. In first, little bit confusing. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're going to do it again. Okay, good. This game is so well made. Can I just say, the game is very well made. If you haven't played it, please explain to me why. It's free. It's fun. It's really well done. Just play the bloody thing. I can guarantee you'll enjoy yourself. Shit. The game is good. The game is good. Take my word for it. The game is bloody good. Just give it a go. It's free. It's free on Steam. What more could you want? It's fun. It's fluid. It's good. If you at all like Mirror's Edge, you should have played this game. Yeah, see, best time. If at all you like Mirror's Edge, then you will enjoy this game. I guarantee it. And it's free. You can't complain. It's free. I don't understand. You're not allowed to complain when something's free a lot of the time. Unless it's, like, truly awfully bad. Then, yeah, you can complain. But it's good, and it's free. You can't complain. That's the rule. Oh, my goodness. Every time. That surprises me. Oh, careful. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Let's just dash. Jump and dash. And jump and... Oh, bugger. Oh, shit. Turn off ping. I'm nearly dead. This ain't so good. I have fallen off the world. Wonderful. Absolutely peachy. Yeah, where was I? The game is good. Play it. Play it, you bizarre individual. Just play it. It's good. Unless you have motion sickness, in which case, just stick with third person. But I'm sure you already knew that by now. I see no reason to roll, because you don't take falling damage, but it just feels cool. I think it's safe to say I can probably stop. I'm not really sure I want to. It's when you find a game where you kind of have to be fast for, like, the entirety of it, you never really just want to stop. I think that's kind of the problem. It's if you die is when you want to just sort of stop and be done. But I'm not dead yet, so this could be a problem. Thanks for all the slow lanes. I'm just going to avoid them like the plague. Also, if you're playing this with mouse, keyboard, or controller, I can't imagine you're going to have many problems whatsoever. It felt great on keyboard. It even feels good on controller. I was a little bit surprised, mainly because I'm playing this in first-person mode. Which, you know, first-person games not really made for controllers, as you should probably know by now. But yeah, whether you play on... Oh my god, that feels so good. Yeah, whether you play on controller or keyboard, the game is good. Either way, the game is good. It plays well, it feels great, it's pretty smooth a lot of the time. You can change the mouse sensitivity if you want to. There's not really many game options, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. Just load it up, change the mouse sensitivity if you need to. I mean, it'd be nice to be able to change some game options. Maybe they'll be implemented, I don't know. But for now, there's not really much in the options menu to speak of. Although, I do believe you can turn off this auto-rotate camera thing, but I'm not entirely sure, because I've never tested it. Bugger. Right, okay, I think I'd like to test it. Options. Invert camera, no, auto-rotate. Let's turn that off. I want to know what happened. Let me turn it off. Let me turn it off. Come on. Okay, I'm just going to use my mouse because the mouse is always easier. There we go. For some weird reason, when you use the control... Oh, okay, okay, my mouse is still on the screen. This is a problem. Okay, this is going to bug me. This is... Okay, this is totally going to bug me. Right. For some reason, the game uses the left analog stick as the mouse as well. So... I'm now forced to watch my mouse move around the screen. You gonna... No, not yet. Okay. I just want to see if auto rotate stops doing what I think it did. I don't really know. It didn't change what I thought it would. So yeah, okay, I wasn't supposed to go there. I'm sorry. Right, well, that's that then, basically. Yeah. Play 404 site. It's free. It's fun. It plays well. It has fun music. It's fun to play. It's free. It's free. It's free. It's free. Why aren't you playing it? Bloody hell. It's free. I can guarantee. Okay, sorry. I'm more than certain. There's the word I'm looking for. I'm more than certain you will enjoy this game. I will find it hard for you not to enjoy it unless this kind of thing is not your cup of tea. But if this looks interesting at all, just download it and give it a go. It's free. Do I need to say that any more times? It's free. Just play it. It's fun. It's free. It's good. It's fun. It's free. Can I stop now? Because it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's free. And it's free. Bloody hell. Yeah. Yeah. 404 site. That was it. Platform-based parkour runner. With a focus on net neutrality and how the internet should not be censored by your ISP. Gameplay-wise, it's great. Message-wise, it has a nice message to it. In general, the game is just good. Do I need to keep saying that? The game is just good. Just play it. Just give the game a go. It's free. I'll link it in the description. And I suppose I should leave it there. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time, goodbye.